Have you ever felt like the world is a stage, and you're just content to sit in the audience? If so, you might just resonate with the mysterious allure of the Sigma male. In a society that often glorifies the spotlight and social hierarchies, Sigma males thrive in the shadows, relishing their independence and the freedom that comes with being unnoticed. But why do they prefer the quiet corners of life? What is it about attention that makes them cringe? In this video, we're diving deep into the 10 reasons why Sigma males absolutely hate being noticed. From their desire for privacy and authenticity to the pressure of societal expectations, we'll explore the mindset of these lone wolves who march to the beat of their own drum. Whether you see yourself as a Sigma male or are simply curious about this fascinating archetype, prepare to uncover insights that may just change how you view attention and connection in your everyday life. Get ready for an eye-opening journey into the world of the Sigma male. 1. The lone wolf mindset. Sigma males, often described as lone wolves, thrive in solitude and independence. Their core nature is built around self-sufficiency and personal freedom. They don't want attention because it contradicts the very essence of who they are. Unlike the alpha male who basks in the spotlight and enjoys being at the center of attention, Sigma males operate quietly, behind the scenes. For them, being noticed feels like a disruption to their flow. They believe in doing things in their own way without the interference or opinions of others. To them, attention is a form of control, and any attempt to draw them into the spotlight takes away their autonomy. They live by their own rules, unbothered by the norms of society, and this independence is compromised when others start to pay too much attention to their actions. Sigma males hate the idea of conforming, and being noticed often comes with an unspoken expectation to act in certain ways to meet others' expectations, something they deeply resent. 2. Avoiding social conventions. One of the key characteristics of Sigma males is their disdain for societal expectations and conventions. They hate being noticed because attention brings with it a degree of pressure to conform to norms they do not respect or value. To be noticed means being pulled into social circles and structures that they find trivial or even suffocating. Sigma males prefer to stay on the fringes, where they can remain true to themselves without being forced into roles or categories that don't resonate with their personal philosophy. Whether it's workplace politics, social gatherings, or even family events, they prefer minimal interaction. The less they're noticed, the fewer societal obligations they have to meet. They don't want to be involved in small talk or superficial interactions because they value depth and meaning in every conversation and relationship. Therefore, to be noticed feels like an unnecessary complication in their otherwise straightforward, self-directed lives. 3. Protecting their privacy. Sigma males are fiercely protective of their privacy. They understand that being in the spotlight opens up the possibility for people to pry into their personal lives, something they abhor. Unlike those who seek fame and recognition, Sigma males find peace in being unknown. They prefer to keep their personal lives, thoughts, and feelings guarded, revealing only what they choose to. For them, being noticed is akin to having their privacy invaded. It forces them to share more than they're comfortable with and exposes them to opinions and judgments from others. They see no value in having their lives scrutinized by people who don't understand or appreciate their unique worldview. They'd rather stay under the radar, free to live without the burden of constantly being evaluated by others. Privacy gives them control, and losing it to attention feels like losing their sense of self. 4. The energy drain of attention. Being noticed can be incredibly draining for Sigma males. They're introverted by nature and thrive on internal energy rather than external validation. Attention requires engaging with others, explaining oneself, and often justifying one's actions or decisions. For Sigma males, this is exhausting and unnecessary. They hate being noticed because it forces them to interact more than they want to, depleting their energy reserves. Small talk, pleasantries, and superficial conversations all feel like a waste of time and energy to them. When they are noticed, they are drawn into social interactions that don't align with their introverted personalities, leaving them feeling drained and longing to return to their solitude. They prefer to conserve their energy for meaningful pursuits rather than dissipate it on attention-seeking behaviors or maintaining an image for others. 5. Fear of losing freedom. Freedom is everything to a Sigma male. They live life on their terms, free from societal expectations or obligations. Being noticed often comes with a loss of freedom because once you're in the spotlight, people start expecting things from you. Whether it's acting a certain way, attending certain events, or just being available for others, the demands of being noticed clash with their desire for complete autonomy. Sigma males hate being noticed because it threatens their freedom to come and go as they please, to act according to their own will without having to answer to anyone. They don't want to be held accountable to anyone's expectations other than their own. The moment they are noticed, they are tethered to an external world that they prefer to keep at arm's length, fearing that their cherished independence will be compromised. 6. Dislike for superficiality. In a world obsessed with appearances and social media, being noticed often comes with superficial expectations. Sigma males despise this because they value authenticity above all else. They hate being noticed because it usually means people are more interested in their outward appearance or achievements rather than their deeper thoughts or inner values. For them, attention from others is shallow, and they don't want to be part of a culture that prioritizes the surface over substance. Sigma males seek depth in everything they do, from their work to their relationships, and they know that being noticed often invites shallow engagement. Whether it's compliments, gossip, or trivial attention, it all feels empty to them. They would rather avoid the spotlight entirely than deal with the superficiality that often comes with it. 7. Avoiding unwanted competition. Sigma males are not competitive by nature in the traditional sense. While they are often highly successful, they don't seek success for the purpose of outshining others. They hate being noticed because attention often invites unnecessary competition. People start comparing themselves to the Sigma male or even attempt to challenge them, which is something they have no interest in. Competition forces them into a game they never signed up for. Sigma males measure their success by their own standards, not by external validation or the need to outperform others. Being noticed shifts the focus from personal fulfillment to external achievements, something they find meaningless. For them, life is not about competing with others, but about self-mastery, growth, and quiet accomplishment. 8. The burden of expectations. With attention comes expectation, and Sigma males hate being burdened by what others want from them. Once they are noticed, people begin to project their hopes, fears, and desires onto the Sigma male, expecting them to fulfill roles they never wanted in the first place. Whether it's the role of a leader, a mentor, or even a public figure, Sigma males have no interest in living up to anyone else's expectations. They live life for themselves, and being noticed makes them feel like they are constantly under pressure to meet the standards of others. This is a burden they have no desire to carry. To them, living authentically means being free from external pressures, and attention only complicates this. 9. Valuing meaningful connections. Sigma males place a high value on quality over quantity in their relationships. They are not interested in being popular or having a large social circle. They hate being noticed because it often brings in a flood of superficial acquaintances who don't align with their values. Instead of forming deep, meaningful connections, being in the spotlight forces them to interact with people who may not share their perspective on life. Sigma males would rather have a few close, trusted relationships than be surrounded by people who don't truly understand them. They see no point in spreading their energy thin across many shallow connections, and being noticed disrupts this preference for meaningful engagement. 10. Focus on inner growth. Finally, Sigma males are deeply introspective and focused on personal growth. They hate being noticed because attention diverts their focus from their inner journey to the external world. They believe in continuous self-improvement, not for the sake of impressing others, but for their own fulfillment. Being noticed shifts the focus away from what matters most to them, their personal evolution. They want to live life on their own terms, continually learning, growing, and refining their path without the distraction of external validation. Sigma males are driven by a desire for inner mastery, and attention is simply an unwanted distraction from their lifelong pursuit of growth. To be noticed is to lose sight of the inner world that drives them, and that is something they cannot tolerate.